Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Prince Miller Entertainment TV channel. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter at @PMillerENT. We're on Instagram at Prince Miller Entertainment. We are also available on our Facebook account at Prince Miller Entertainment. Welcome to another edition of Daily News on Breaking News. Guys, I follow again a story ye mwana akaora kwa Murehwa, a 7-year-old boy, and akaora ni mfudzi wemombe. So mukufamba munangono this article which I just thought, you know what, let me just share with you here, guys. And Murehwa boy's killer describes the crispy murder and pakaipa and zvinhu zvinongosuvisa kuti unorasikirwa nemwana in these circumstances. I mean zvinhu zvinongorwadza so the headsman Tapiwa, who was recently arrested over the ritual murder of Tapiwa Makore, who was 7 years old, at Makore village in Murehwa, yesterday told detectives he killed the boy by cutting off the head with a knife in the dead of the night, while the boy's uncle was holding a torch. Come on, guys, let me read it again. The headsman Tapiwa, who was recently arrested over the ritual murder of Tapiwa Makore, who was 7 years old, at Makore village in Murehwa, yesterday told detectives he killed the boy by cutting off the head with a knife in the dead of the night, while the boy's uncle was holding a torch. Sekuru wangu wabata torch, mkomana achiuraya achicheka msoro wemwana amana msadaro. So he was taken by detectives to Makore village in Murehwa yesterday for an inspection in local. Shamba said after the murder he carried a black plastic bag containing the head and the dismembered body, while his employer, who is the boy's uncle, Tapiwa Makore Senior, carried another bag containing the arms and the legs. Just imagine, sekuru wemwana are involved, and he is the person who actually paid that $1,500. Come on, guys, come on. Makore has since also been arrested, and he appeared in court yesterday, where he was remanded in custody on murder charges. Clad in prison garb, Shamba, who was visibly jittery, led the police to the garden where he kidnapped the boy, allegedly under the instruction of the boy's uncle. From there, Shamba led the team of detectives to the uncle's homestead, where he said he fed the boy, dragged him with kachasu, and locked him up in a room for hours. I went to the kitchen hut and bought the boy sadza and dried fish. I washed his hands before giving him the food. After eating, I went to Miss Katsande's homestead, where I bought the 5 liters of illicit brew, which is kachasu. I drank the beer to gather courage. I also put a bit of sugar into the brew, and I offered to the boy, who took it until he got drunk and slept. I then locked him up in the room before going back to Miss Katsande's homestead for more beer, he said. Well, at the Katsande's homestead, village watchmen broke the news of the missing boy. Makore Senior joins the boy's father, Mr. Mnyaradzi Makore, on the search party, but at midnight they had to hold. Shamba said he met the boy's uncle around midnight and took the boy to a nearby mountain where they killed him. Guys, this is a sad story. Around midnight we opened the door and I carried the boy, who was still in deep slumber, to a mountain in the village. Mr. Makore carried the knives and the plastic bags. While here in the mountain, I pressed the boy to the ground and cut off his head with a sharp knife, while his uncle was holding a torch for lighting. I also cut off the hands and legs, but we packed the parts in different plastic bags. I carried the one with the torso and the head, while Mr. Makore carried another one containing the legs and the hands, he said. At the scene, investigators saw human waste believed to have been extracted by the body during the murder. Shamba told detectives that he cleaned the scene of the blood and set the grass on fire to destroy evidence. He said while walking to Makore's homestead, he felt the load was becoming heavier before dumped the torso near Mr. Sama Murehwa's homestead. The bag was now heavier and dogs were barking. I had to quickly drop the torso and proceed with the head, he said. While at the Makore's homestead, Shamba said he was instructed to put the head in one of the rooms, which he did. The following day, Shamba said he dumped the arms and legs at a nearby grave as police investigations were intensifying. Villagers eager to follow the proceedings could be seen watching from a distance. Police are still hunting for a third man described as a witch doctor to whom the head was allegedly delivered. So there's still one guy who is missing, which is a Nganga, the witchcraft Nganga, is missing up. But the whole situation is so sad. I feel, I don't know what Asha so, and you know what, and these guys, they deserve to be hanged. I think I said it before on the first video kuti awatombofana lokumbuka kumbonzi life in prison or anything like that. These guys deserve to be hanged, and we don't need this kind of people in our society. Guys, let's talk in the comment section. Me knows when I say this is a sad situation in Zakaoma mana. And it's Zakaoma. I don't want to say more about it, but just and I can feel it in my in my blood with our mana. We grew up being told, but in reality, could you believe it, but can I also take like this, you'll be shocked. So guys, this is another edition of daily news and breaking news. I think I'll be following this whole issue, and I hope these guys deserves to rot in jail, in hell, and they deserve to be hanged straight up. Nothing less. Guys, this is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is daily news on breaking news.
She breaking and entering, robbing you blind, she so selfish, controlling your mind, you so helpless, sticking you up, she uses her